Hello people, in this video we are going to see how to make a floating mat through a hands-on activity. So for the demonstration we need few materials, some soil, a jar of water, few flowers, some cotton, thread and a toothpick, a betel leaf, some curry leaves and a small tray of 1 centimeter thickness. So for the assembly, first you need to take the betel leaf and with the help of toothpick you need to make holes on either side of the leaf and then insert these flowers inside these voids, as in the stem part of the flower should be inserted into the voids. And I have already made this, which looks something like this. Now place this leaf flower setup on the water. Now if you forcefully submerge inside, they come above and float again. So in my case I have chosen chrysanthemum flowers, but you're allowed to choose any other flower, but make sure it has the stem part like this and and has a dense population of petals, which typically makes them to float on water. So now after placing this, you take the small tray, this one, and add soil onto it. After adding soil, you need to place gently on top of this setup. Now add some curry leaves on top of the soil. And you have made a simple model of floating mat. Now coming to the understanding of this model, the dense petals of the flowers represent the organic matter of the soil, and the tray represent plant material at various stages of decomposition. And it is important to note that the soil above the tray and the petals collectively contribute to the buoyancy of the mat. The stem part of the flowers below, they protrude out of the leaf, are roots of the hydrophytic vegetation, which is the curry leaves on the top. So installing these mats in wetlands can be greatly useful for the ecosystem and as well as human population. Generally during the dry season, these mats settle at the bottom of the lake and the roots take up the required nutrients, and when monsoon arrives, the mat would rise with the water level. The roots beneath can provide habitation for fishes in the lake. Since it is rich in nutrients, fishes feed on them. The dense hydrophytes helps in sequestrating carbon. It is also useful for migratory birds as nesting platforms. You can add a small pot of cotton ball to represent it. For humans, these can be utilized as fishing platforms, and for that, tie a small piece of thread to the toothpick and place it on top of this to represent it. And if there is a mat of significant thickness, it can also be used to grow crops on it without encroaching lake area. A small part of the land can be used for agriculture. And these floating mats move with the flow of water and often end up at different locations at different places. As a consequence, they improve the entire water quality while roaming around the lake. Multiple mats can be created and even joined with others for desired outputs. So, in conclusion, with this activity, we have realized a floating mat through a hands on demonstration using locally available materials and learned that installing these in freshwater wetlands can promote sustainability. Thank you for watching.